Hello and welcome again to the Hilltown and Cabra area news bite here on Destination Uri. Thanks there as always to Cathal and Damien for having us on tonight there. First up tonight there, new COVID-19 restrictions have been set in place for everyone, and here are the main restrictions that will come into effect here at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. That's Friday the 16th of October, and they'll be in place for a period of 4 weeks. So bubbling to be limited to a maximum of 10 people from 2 households. No overnight stays in a private home unless in a bubble. Childcare and creche facilities will remain open. The closure of the hospitality sector, apart from deliveries and takeaways for food, with the existing closing time of 11 p.m. remaining. Just speaking there, Pauline and Harry from the Downshire Arms Hotel, they've decided to close completely from today, and that's this evening. And until they get the go-ahead to reopen from the Northern Ireland Executive, they'll remain closed. So they want to thank everyone for the custom, support and kindness shown to them. Seamus and Joanne Mullen there from Many Dials, they're closing their doors with a heavy heart as well. Customers knew Seamus and Joanne took every precaution since the reopening. They hope to welcome you back again in 4 weeks' time with a fantastic new menu in their cosy bar and restaurant there. So let's keep safe there, everyone, from Joanne and Shamie. All our takeaway premises will be brought in line with hospitality with a closing time of 11 p.m. Katie O'Hare from Katie O's will continue offering the takeaway service from her business on the Refrain Road. And people are asked there to use the side window for ordering and practice social distancing while queuing there as well. Close contact services such as hairdressers and beauticians, they're not permitted to open, apart from those relating to any contribution of essential health interventions. No indoor sport of any kind or organised contact sport involving household mixing other than elite levels. And no mass events involving more than 15 people. So that just takes us on to then the Hilltown Farmers Market. That's going to be cancelled again for next month in November, folks. Gyms may remain open, but for the individual training only, with local enforcement there in place. Funerals will be limited to 25 people with no pre or post funeral gatherings. Off license and supermarkets will not be allowed to sell alcohol after 8 o'clock there. So listen, folks, you're asked to work from home if you're able to do so. Universities and further education to deliver distancing. University, yep, they're going to deliver distancing learning where they can. No unnecessary travel should be undertaken as well there. So places of worship, that's the chapels and things, they will remain open with a mandatory requirement to wear face coverings when entering and exiting. Retail sector, it will stay open there during this time. Strange times, as everyone knows there, but I say the cases is very, very high at the minute in our local area. I know Jarlath was on last night with the Straven news, and there's a lot of high cases up there as well. So folks will probably just need to limit our movements over the next 2 to 4 weeks there. So moving on to our next item tonight there. The Clonduff Community Association and Clonduff G.A.C, they've also decided to cancel their 3-day event that was planned there for Halloween. They've asked parents and minders not to cancel Halloween on the children, but instead to go back to the way Halloween probably was celebrated years ago. You can ask your grandparents for ideas, and some that Clonduff G.A.C have put forward, or you could probably duck for apples. You could also put a string on an apple and tie it over the door. You get a bite, try and get a bite without using your hands there. You could probably carve your own pumpkin and put the finished pumpkin on your window or outside your door for your neighbours to see there. So don't forget anyone there roasting, you could probably just, with the cutouts of the pumpkin, do a bit of roast pumpkin, bit of salt and pepper, and a bit of honey on it as well. So that's a wee Gordon Ramsay special there, folks. So listen, you get on the Clonduff Facebook page there for more ideas to celebrate Halloween with your family bubble there. So next up tonight, this Saturday morning, you're asked to come along to the Hilltown Community. You're asked to come along by the Hilltown Community Association to the square in Hilltown. There'll be a mini marquee to celebrate World Food Day. You can call any time from 9:30 till 1:30 p.m. And you can also lodge your interest while you're there for the new men's shade that we're hoping to get started in the village. It's only a one-page questionnaire, so if you can, just follow down, get in and fill in the questionnaire there for Saturday morning. Again, you're asked to practice social distancing there at all times. So next up tonight, we've got a video here from Mark Copeland from Run Fit Hilltown that's starting a new programme next week in Hilltown. Here's a short video from Mark with more information.
Hi everyone, Mark Copeland here from Run Fit Hilltown. Just jumping on to give you a few more details about our new programme that's beginning on Monday the 19th of October. Just like all our other programmes, it's going to be designed for complete beginners, runners that have been maybe out on their own before but are looking to get into a group environment, and even the advanced runner that might have been doing 5Ks, 10Ks and half marathons, but looking to add a wee bit more structure to their own training and again, maybe to try and get into that group environment. I'm going to be holding a registration and information evening tomorrow evening, which is the 16th of October, in the Chapel Car Park on the Refrain Road in Hilltown. Anybody who's thinking of coming along or needing any more information on the programme or looking to speak to me directly, you can meet me there from 6:30 onwards.
That was a wee short video there from Mark there. He just asked me to mention there the cost for the 8-week course will be £25 there for new members, or returning members it's going to be £20. Folks, works out about £1 a session, so good value. As Mark said, this Friday night he will hold the information night at 6:30 until 7 p.m. in the Chapel Car Park down on the Refrain Road there. So well done, Mark, and best of luck there with the new programme starting this Monday. Next up tonight, Aileen Wilson there has a suggestion which I think rings home to all our local businesses in our local area. This year for Christmas, why not go out and support your local business in Hilltown and Cabra? With the year that's in it, all businesses need support to try and remain open, and that's what we need to do, is probably support local where we can. You could buy a gift voucher for the hairdressers or the barbers, or you could buy about a meal voucher for from any one of our local restaurants and takeaways. The local shops, they offer hampers, and these can be bought for gifts. So just some food for thought there for entering the next months of November and December with Christmas looming on us. Up next tonight there, we'll see the weekly sheep sale in Hilltown continues tonight there. Good trade coming in as always from the last week at the sheep sale. Tomorrow sees the Moore and Sheep Breeder sale at midday. Always a good trade always a good trade that day with a Moore and Blackface sale. So good luck to everyone organising that show and sale there. So on Saturday sees the fortnightly sheep sale starting at 11 o'clock there. And next up there, great trade there coming from Hilltown Sale Yard there last week at the fortnightly cattle sale. So bullock selling to £1,610 for an 833 kilogram, 838 kilogram beast, while heifers are making up there on £1,400 for 678 kilos. Great strong cattle at those weights there. So cows and calves in the next photograph, Cathal Lair just came in there at £1,740 there. So great trade there from the local sale yard. So next up, congratulations there goes to Dervla and Gareth Whitehead on the baptism of their new baby girl, Maeve Catherine Whitehead. Congratulations from everyone in Cabra and Hilltown there. And last up tonight there, congratulations goes to Sean Harper on passing his driving test during the week there on his first attempt there. Good man, Sean. That comes from everyone, your friends and your family there. So, folks, that's me for this week. Just short and sweet here. We're going to leave you here with Shereen with the Clonduff G.A.C notes. Thanks again for tuning in.
Hello and welcome to Clonduff News on Destination Uri today with me, Shereen. So we're going to start off this week with the nursery footballers, and the nursery academy footballers finished their season of training on Saturday, and the children were all presented with the end of season certificates and a party bag. Great fun was had by all the children during the last training session. Our future is bright with Clonduff whenever we see these little ones running about the field. So a big thank you to the mentors and parents for their dedication and commitment they've given, especially this year. So on to hurling. So Clonduff Parish Juvenile Hurling League. Now this is something that happens with got underway on Saturday evening on a glorious autumn afternoon for the hurling. 4 small-sided teams aged under 9 to under 11, all from Clonduff, representing the 4 provinces of Ireland, took to the field with Munster taking on Connacht and Leinster taking on Ulster. This is a great way of training, so it is. The wind was a factor in both games, but the lads played a strong brand of first touch hurling. Connacht and Leinster claimed the 2 points in their respective games. This Saturday we'll see Ulster take on Connacht and Munster take on the challenge of Leinster. Thanks to Shane Quinn for organising and the report, and to Padraig Matthews for the pictures which are on our Facebook page, and along with some videos as well. And on to the Camogues. So some good news on that front for the Camogues. The Senior Camogues Ulster Challenge will hopefully begin in the middle of January. So that's something to look forward to. And in addition to that, the Championship and League finals, or the finishing of these, will hopefully recommence sometime soon. I know we're very uncertain at the present time, but we've had a bit of good news and we're hoping that they will recommence in time to come, with outstanding games being played and a date and time to be confirmed. So, and just a wee message. So, as we know, in the upsurge of COVID cases, which comes closer to home every day. On Monday, the 5th of October, as you know, the GAA and LFGA Management Committee endorsed a decision to suspend all GAA and LGFA club games at all levels with immediate effect. Okay? This is devastating to all our players, especially those teams who are in finals and semi-finals of league and championship matches. But, as I said before, there could be a really bit of good news for that coming along. So some of our teams have taken the decision to continue with training. However, some teams have decided to halt training until there is clear information on whether games will resume. But even though we've heard that they will take place, that time and date is not known yet. Please keep up to date with changes on our Clonduff G.A.C Facebook page. Remember to use the exit and entrances gates and sanitize using the sanitising stations in those localities. Maintain a social distance at all times, and it is essential that we do all in our power to keep our community safe, especially our elderly and our vulnerable. So AGM Day is November the 22nd, and due to COVID rules, the AGM won't be held in the club rooms this year. It will be an AGM day in which the end of year reports will be available and the sitting executive will be ratified along with the constitution. Members will be provided with a question box and annual accounts will be available for viewing by members who make an appointment, which will be in 10-minute slots. For further information, please refer to the Clonduff Facebook page. So we got a thank you to Clonduff. So a letter of thanks from the Southern Area Hospice was received by our chairperson. A beautiful letter from the Southern Area Hospice was received for our donation of £1,600 following our Clonduff 2020 challenge. We want to thank everyone who took part and helped them to organise the event. It was as we know, it was held over 5 days. This was a great success. I participated along with my daughter and we had great fun doing it. So on to the club monthly draw, and congratulations to Arthur McConville and Sean O'Hanlon, the winners of the monthly draw, each winning £50 each. Thank you for supporting your club and your county. So on to single-use fireworks. So on to use single-use bottles. As you know, as a club, we are continuing to encourage the use of reusable bottles. The club have received £190 in total to date from Karen of Karen's Cool Embroidery. Thank you to everyone who has supported the club's efforts in making changes and not to use single-use bottles. You can still order the bottles with the club crest and the person's name on it by messaging Karen of Karen's Cool Embroidery directly through her Facebook page or calling her on 0353 87 653 7484. So some activities around Clonduff. So Halloween fireworks. At present, the club will be hosting a fireworks at Halloween for the community. However, due to the rise in COVID cases, there will be a need now more than ever to ensure social distancing is adhered to. The club also hope to host some training camps over the weekend around Halloween. So please watch our Clonduff Facebook page for more details. So Friends of Clonduff Lotto. So Friends of Clonduff Lotto from Monday the 12th of October. The Lotto jackpot was £7,200, but there was no jackpot winner. Numbers were 5, 6, 12 and 21. And there was 4 match-free winners this week, each receiving £25 each. The Lotto jackpot continues to climb, and next week jackpot is £7,300. And this could be a massive £8,000 plus if it continues to climb and it's not won before Christmas. Imagine that, having that over Christmas, folks. It would be wonderful, wouldn't it? See my eyes glinting. So you can enter our Lotto without even leaving home. Enter the club funder online. Please note the cut-off time for purchasing Lotto tickets online is 8 p.m. on Monday evenings. Any Lotto tickets purchased online after this time will be entered into the following week's draw. You can also purchase tickets using the Lotto box and Lotto books found in local shops, or you can ask one of the committee members for a book. And remember, folks, if you're not in, you can't win. I love saying that. So the Clonduff shop has now reopened, as we know, and opening hours are 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon every Sunday. We have 2 new items added, a new playing and training jersey to our senior footballers were in the recent championship games. And we also have additional stuff on sale now. Face masks and snoods are now available online. The face masks are £5 and the snoods are £10. And also we also have Clonduff bobble hats, the new style ones. And remember to respect the club's guidance and wear a face mask when entering, and only one person in the shop at one time. And thank you for your cooperation on this. And thank you, and see you all again next week. Bye bye.